Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for February 12th of 2025 is titled Asteroid Bennu holds the building blocks of life. So what do we see here? Well, here it's a video clip that we're going to play that is actually going to show the asteroid known as Bennu. And we will look at this and show it in rotation. And let's go ahead and start that while we discuss what some of the things we found from this asteroid. Now, as we look at the asteroid there, we can see that it looks like a big ball of rock out in space. And that is indeed what most asteroids are. They are just small balls of rock of varying sizes, from things that are very tiny to decently large things, but still all much smaller than something like, say, our own moon. And they consist mostly of rocky material, although the farther ones can contain a little bit different types of material, whether it be made up of silicates like rocks here on Earth, or carbonate materials. They are really the building blocks of the planets. These are what eventually came together to form the planets. Now, Bennu is interesting because it was visited by the OSIRIS-REx spacecraft, and that occurred in October of 2020. And at that point, it descended down toward the surface, used a gush of air pushed out to expel material from the surface out into space, which was then collected by the spacecraft and brought back to Earth. Well, it arrived here back in 2023 in September, about a year and a half ago. And of course, since then, we've been studying this material, trying to learn more about the things that made up our Earth. And one of the interesting things that's been found is that we have found amino acids there. Now, amino acids are the basic building blocks of life, the things that make up our DNA. So they're very important for life. And although they're not living themselves, they are really very important for the formation of life. So the question then arises, could life have originated in space? Could the amino acids that originally formed life on Earth have come from objects like this? Now, one of the other very interesting things that has been found with this is that not only do we find that, yes, it contains 14 of the 20 known amino acids, but they're also an even mixture. There are both right-handed and left-handed amino acids. And here on Earth, we only have left-handed ones. So it's interesting to think, why is this the case? Why do we only have the left-handed amino acids? Why not any of the right-handed ones? And that's a very good question, and not something that really we can easily answer at this point. So trying to understand that is something that we're trying to learn from the exploration of Bennu. And that's why we sent the spacecraft out there to bring back samples of the asteroid to be able to study here on Earth directly. So perhaps future studies of other asteroids and future studies of the material brought back from Bennu will help us to better understand not only these objects, but also the origin of life here on Earth. So that was our picture of the day for February 12th of 2025. It was titled Asteroid Bennu holds the building blocks of life. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.